Talking to him.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Something.
Words.
But
Blah, blah, blah.
Test.
Working now.
Yep. Working now from the audience says
Thank you, Zen, Danny.
That's
You're lying to
Serena.
us.
after dodging some cabbage and some rotten tomatoes, they have said it is working now.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, thank you. All right. So last session, go watch it on YouTube. I mean, it was crazy. So sorry you missed out the thing. Huge battle. A lot of inter-party kerfuffling. We're sorting out some issues at the top of the session, and then they witness this huge battle. A primordial in person, not seen since the Sundering, landing on the mountaintop, like on the mountaintop, little foot on the covering the top of the mountain, battling with some giant flying lizardous creature with 6 legs, and ultimately cutting it into like several pieces with a kind of a anime quick draw. And as the pieces dropped and slid down the mountainside, the primordial leapt off the mountain back to retreat where it came from, causing this avalanche that slid down over our party. With careful forethought and planning and a lot of great role play, they saved. Everyone survived, saving one another, ironing out some of the tensions from earlier in the day. Continuing to navigate down the mountain, they found a creature similar in appearance to that winged lizard, however, much smaller. The first one was its wingspan was the mountain range, it just beyond comprehension and size. This one, smaller but still very large, very wounded and hurt. Shar rushing up, saying, "Please," very out of character for Shar, use manners. Please, we need to help this creature. And I believe it said something in that other language, right, Shar? You? Okay. And then began to speak in common, muttering in a daze, it's begun. And then asking, please, I need to recover. I'm so weak that even the creatures in the mountain can just end my life now. Please watch over me until I awake. And then passed out. That's where we ended the session, I believe. So with all that intensity, let me get our music back. And we'll start right at the top. Please let me know, players, if I skipped anything at the end there that's important for you. I think that was roughly everything. That it would be happy to answer questions and everything. It just needs to recover some of its vitality. And upon passing out, you're all left there in the mid-morning snow on the mountainside with a decision to make. Shar almost begging, please help me take care, watch over this. In fact, I'll pick it up right there as Shar kind of pleads for your help and assistance.
Oh, okay. Ignatius will look at Shar and, do you know of this creature? What is it?
I don't know this one specifically, but I do know of its kind. It's not my place to discuss them, but it is important to me that we protect them until they awaken.
Good enough for me.
Go on your word then.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Ignatius, I guess we'll scan the horizon, see if there's any threats, anything else around.
Okay.
I'm sure it's devastation and trees, everything asunder.
Absolutely. You don't make a. Actually, before I have you make a perception check, let's all roll DM Inspel. Whee! Okay. We'll go around the usual way today. Warren,
shit,
let me know what you
promising.
get. A 3. Okay. Steph,
4.
a 4. Okay. Frank. Yeah. What'd you get, Frank? Sorry.
11.
Everyone's cracking me up. Lily, that's your name. Lil, how about you?
11.
11. Oh, nice. All right. Tasha.
2.
2. Oh, yeah. Take that. Yeah. And Sam.
Also a 4.
Okay, we've got a tie tonight. It's Steph and Sam as I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, Warren. It
Oh,
was
wow.
extra painful because I'm like, yeah, you really did get it, Stella.
Dan, can you give me a minute? I need to find a table to flip.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Okay, with that, D6 given out to Ash and Sam for the night. You use it, of course, on anything except death saving throws, including negating like negatives to NPCs and stuff. If you Ignatius, go make that perception check if you haven't yet. And let me know as you. There's obvious things, but we'll see what else you might see with perception check.
13, 7 plus 6.
Okay, beautiful. So you definitely taken the landslide, the avalanche here of destruction down this side as well. A lot of the trees here have just been toppled over and moved down with this creature sliding down, coming from seemingly up above. Other things you notice, while this creature's probably maybe, gosh, if you were to stretch it out from tip of the nose to the end of its tail, it'd probably run about 210 feet. It's really, really, really large. Upwards off the snow, you're probably looking at 60, 70 feet.
In its current size, in the
In
smaller
its current
version.
size, in its
Oh,
much
man.
smaller size. Yeah, it's this big. You do notice though that snow has been disturbed, like around this creature. As you make a walk around it to look around and check the area, you see other footprints, maybe a little smaller, like similar to this creature, but a little smaller, and wing takeoff marks in the snow in at least 7 other directions from this spot.
You know what? Knowing noticing the winged like push of snow, I'll point that out to Ketri and Shar, and you know, seems like there were other creatures recently here.
What kind? Besides this one?
Smaller, but with wings.
Of nearly the same size, just a little bit smaller. Still really big wings.
I don't know what these are, so
Yeah, sorry, Kempy.
no idea what's going on.
For Shar? In response?
Just concern all over her features. Kind of glancing back at the one resting and the marks, but not saying anything.
This could take a while. We should set up a perimeter and maybe set up a rotation. This could take all day. All night.
It's
Good
a good
idea.
plan. Ishar just immediately flies up to get a higher vantage point and watch over.
Gazura looks up as though she's forgot people can fly. Oh yeah. Or we could do that.
Jealous? She'll fly up as well.
So
Gazura shrugs, opens a book, and sits down and starts reading.
Okay. That's fair.
Beautiful, Gazura. You settle in. There's plenty, there's the fallen trees on their sides, areas where you can kind of get a little bit of cover even from some of this more now stable debris. Sorry, you just take in the absolute destruction of the mountaintop. That cave thing that was up there obliterated by the feet of that primordial. The huge onyx creature with lava pouring through its joints and over its body decimated the mountaintop. Half of it's down here in this valley, the rest off in the other direction where you all were. Make a perception check for me, Shar, as you're kind of taking things in, if you would.
19.
Okay, I'm just gonna pin that in case anything comes around. All right, everyone's setting up shop. Ash, what are you up to while this is going on?
Ash is just kind of going along with what everyone else is doing right now. Definitely will have this like consistent look of concern on their face, but just kind of doing what they need to do.
Okay. And Eris, how about you?
Eris is kind of. So she's kind of looking around for signs of anything left behind by the primordial. Just idly looking around because that was a big old fight. Did any chunks of it fall off down here?
Make an investigation check. You're looking for any remnants of this primordial as all the bits that got blasted off it.
Yeah, just anything left over. Because everybody's looking out for this other creature. Eris is interested in the primordial.
Just for my own kind of information, the fight kind of happened further up the mountain, though, right? So it would have, like anything else, would have had to fall as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's 17.
17. Okay. Most of the debris here seems to be from the fall. You don't spot anything from the primordial here. As far as the bits that flew off its body, you do recall that they were blown sort of off off of it and back on the other side of the mountain. Looking for anything of the primordial or the weapon. It's all very, that onyx color. Nothing standing out here, unfortunately.
Dang it!
I love it.
Not even a mini version of it. All right, so she's wandering around a little bit, just looking around, and when nothing jumps out at her, she'll go over, sit next to Grisur, and start making a fire.
Yeah. Time passes, half an hour, couple of hours. The afternoon. At one point, pause me if anyone has anything they want to do in the meantime. But at one point, even evening falls, and you realize it's time to set up a camp here. Thankfully, Eris has a fire going. You're all able to deploy your stuff and settle in. I'll just give a moment as you're all, around the cooking cauldron for the evening, having dinner served. beside, this gigantic creature, just however many feet away. If you have any role play you want to do, any discussions, questions, anything like that, have at it. Otherwise, it's time.
Catherine wants to, I guess, get closer to Shar to kind of softly. Well, actually, not softly, no, because they have other languages between them. So infernal. She will ask, can you tell me anything about the creature, or is it like one of those like I'll just find out later? I'm okay with the later bit.
Also responding in infernal. This is something I can't even tell you. I'm sorry. I promised not to breathe a word, and I must keep that until. And then, like, looking over at them until they reveal what they choose.
We're not in like danger, are we? I don't think. I mean, I assume not, but
They are powerful, but I don't think they see us as the enemy.
Hey, Eris, do you think that's Char's spouse?
Do I think that Char is what?
The monster is Char's, partner.
I have no idea.
What are you thinking about?
I'm just watching the fire.
Crackle, crackle, crackle.
Is this
Ash
an audible
is like,
conversation?
Eris
yeah, is this
like,
something we can hear?
probably. Eris is like the poster child of head empty, no thoughts.
We're gonna get along real well.
Perfect.
To an infernal. You just. Well. No, never mind. She's not going to say that. Never mind. Now she'll go. Catherine will go back to working on her stuff.
Okay. And Chloe, how about you during all this? You're camped next to this gigantic creature that you encountered at the end of last session. It asked to be watched over while it recovered. It's passed out, and you're all just sort of like a little on edge.
I'm probably going to just be near, not like in a 5-foot distance, and just sit and look away from the group.
Okay. All right.
Ash has, like, since they sat down at the fire, will not take her eyes off of the creature. And if you look over at her, she's just like trying to figure it out and like watching it. A little suspicious, probably.
Okay. Ash, make an Arcana. Are you proficient with Arcana? Probably.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you're a sorcerer anyway, so either way, go ahead and make an Arcana check if you would.
Cool. Good 10.
Okay. You
know what?
Mm-hmm.
D6.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Add it. Yeah.
Because Ash really wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it an 11.
No! Okay. Well, you definitely sense there's an innate magic in this creature. Something rather raw. I don't think you've encountered magic this raw. You've probably heard of and know things like there's Ethereum that is magic made, manifested into a physical bluish substance. So I guess you wouldn't be able to equate it to that because you've really never felt anything like that. It's not. It's very dim right now, and you likely because the creature is so wounded. But you do feel very raw magic. Oh, jeez.
Nature's would have, after we've been in, kind of on high alert for the first hour or so, but after, nothing happens for a bit,
Mhm.
then he'll start pull out his notebook and then start pacing and basically measuring out how big it is.
Nice, yeah.
Starts writing in his notebook, about 70 meters in length, 20 meters high. Eris, could you do me a favor? Could you scoot over there, stand next to the creature? I will get something for scale.
Stand next to its tooth. Yeah.
It's not a banana for scale. It's a barbarian for scale.
Love it.
Yeah, Eris will just kind of shrug and go stand up next to it.
Okay.
He'll furiously sketch, Eris standing next to the mouth, just to,
Like a selfie.
yeah.
There's like a low breathing to the creature, and the hot breath kind of just comes out, ruffles your clothes a little, Eris, as you're standing there.
Thank you.
What was that for?
For reference, because you're kind of average, and sometimes people just hear numbers and they don't really realize how large something is until you show them. Well, here's someone standing next to this creature.
Grisera chuckles.
Yeah, Eris looks at the rest of the group who is all shorter than her. Sure, I'm average. We'll go with that.
Char's not shorter.
Oh, that's right. You're like an inch taller.
Oh, yeah. The ultimate
Still.
insult.
Lily, the short
average.
person, really needed to make sure that was no.
Game.
Nice.
That.
Okay.
The idea stands still.
Nice. All right, so you're carefully, sketching, the notes for scale, that very classy kind of architect's neat
Yes.
handwriting style.
Is Ignatius drawing them?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Char will not intentionally sneak up behind him, but just is typically light-footed.
You want to make a roll and see how sneaky?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ignatius.
I won't even challenge because he's going to be so preoccupied
Okay.
getting the details right.
Nice. Well, there you go, Char. You sneak up.
Oh, well, it was a 19.
Okay.
That is a very nice likeness.
Thank you. It's important to document these things. There's so little we know.
Depending on what they say, it may have to stay that way. These creatures, their presence is generally unknown. They may wish to keep it that way.
If you think it's important and it wishes it so, I will get rid of the drawing if you want.
Unnecessary. It'd be a
Okay.
shame. Thank you.
No problem.
She'll look like a little confused after the thank you. Am I using that phrase right?
Yes, you are. This apparently, I've noticed the change. Yes, in your disposition. I suppose this is something very important to you.
Yes. I am unused to my will being challenged. But in this situation, I find it dire that it doesn't. I appreciate yours and everyone's willingness to assist.
Not a worry. We've been through a lot in a short period.
Indeed. She'll kind of like stay around, like she won't be like hovering over looking at the drawing as much anymore, but also just kind of taking in the creature.
Yeah, a good deal larger than the creature you know. I'll send you a couple other details that are different. I guess all of you would see that this creature has, it's lizardy in that it has sort of like a scaly hide in a lizard kind of fashion, and the scales are sort of like an iridescent white. It looks like there's a thin film of oil or something, but I mean, if anyone's brave enough to touch, I mean, you touched earlier, because you healed. And it's just, there's nothing sticky or slimy. It's just a scale. It just has that an iridescent sheen over white. Okay. Well, one by one, you're getting ready for bed. I think we'll do everyone doing the regular watches. Okay.
Yeah, I
The
think
first for Ignatius. Okay.
Before the
Oh,
watches
sorry.
start,
Go ahead, though. Yep.
just Shar knows she needs sleep, so she's not gonna stay up or anything. But we'll ask those who typically take the search to get her immediately if the creature wakes up.
Okay.
Do we want to have 2 on each watch just because it's a little hard to look in all directions?
Okay. Who wants? Sorry, Ignatius is on first watch. She wants to pair up with Ignatius.
I will. And I will pair up with whoever's doing second watch.
Okay, you'll do second watch. Who's pairing up with Ignatius?
Oh, I said I'll do both.
You're doing both. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm so sorry. Let me think. If you do both, you won't be able to get your full rest. Is that okay with you? Okay. All right. You're recovered from the last bout, I believe. So it'll be just 1 point of exhaustion in the morning. Okay. Nice. All right. And so second shift will be Chloe and was it Eris? Okay.
Yeah.
And then third shift, Rizura usually or no? Okay, Rizura and
I'll
no.
take third.
Catherine.
No.
We can both take third.
Okay.
Now there's 3.
That's true. So nice. Okay, perfect. All right, Ignatius and Chloe, go ahead and roll for first shift if you would.
So I'm prepared.
16.
Oh God. What perception? 10.
Okay. If you keep a careful eye out, there's some small game that does sense the creature's weakness, big enough to maybe hunt some smaller creatures. Probably something akin to smaller wolves. Despite the large creature size, they seem to approach. But the 2 of you are able to fend them off. There's just 2, relatively easily. Without you wound them, they run away. But that's all on your shift. The two of you change out. Chloe, you remain. Ignatius, you go ahead and pack up for the night. And Eris and Chloe, you're taking second shift. So Chloe, you can make a fresh perception, and Eris a perception. Thank you for the hydrate.
17.
All right, you're going to dice jail. Another 10.
Okay.
I think the
Right.
dice gods are punishing me.
No. The two of you keep a careful eye out. Yeah, Eris in particular, you pick up. There's maybe there's a creature or two, but they're watching. They're watching from some of the tree rubbish. Maybe 80, 100 feet away. You see, catch the glint of their eyes. It kind of looks like wolves. I mean, you've seen these before. It looks like it's just a lot of the ecosystem here has been disrupted. The wolves are out.
You don't say.
Nice, but no attacks, thankfully. Or maybe to Eris's chagrin. I don't know. But the two of you are able to pack up for your second watch. Razura, Shar, and Kethri round up for the third. Go ahead and make perception checks for the three of you.
Eight.
Oh, perfect. 8. Okay. And Shar?
No, not perfect. 8.
You misheard me, Dad. It's 8. Yeah. Oh, good. Shar?
13.
13. Okay. And Catherine?
17.
Okay. Nice.
Out of her.
Yeah, Grisura, you're all trying to watch different viewpoints around this massive beast. You can't look over it or through it, so Catherine, Shar, I guess you'd have a little advantage with flight if you're trying to do that. Really, you all of you will spot, even with the 8. Though again, it seems to be a pack of wolves, at least 4 or 5 that have been circling around, and they do make an attack before dawn. These creatures are low enough level where I'm not going to make you battle them out. You're able to either scare them off or dispatch them. It's up to you. Let me know what you'd like to do between the three of you.
Puppies.
Are they like grouped up? Or are they
They
separated?
attack as a pack from different directions, but as a pack. 5 of them total.
Is there one that seems to be leading it all?
Yeah, with your combat sense, you'd probably pick up on that.
Got prestidigitation. I can do like skunk smells or something, and like
Is
maybe
Shar's
try
gonna
to
fly
determine that way.
down, land right in front of kind of like the leader-ish one, and breathe fire out of her mouth.
Dang, okay.
What?
In a very surprising twist, even to Guthrie. Sure, lands and but
Tasha, it's been fun playing with you. Sorry.
okay.
This Gazura's put an arrow in one too, so.
Okay, nice.
Why do you hate me?
Listen, 3 of them are hit. They see one get incinerated pretty instantly. The other one, I almost use a very vulgar phrase. Goes right into the dirt with the arrow through the heart, drops to the ground, and the other 3 are seeing that and smelling this disgusting, skunk smell.
Yeah, because I'm not cruel.
Those 3 turn and run. They escape, but they run away. Nice.
Baby.
And then a couple hours goes by. Morning comes around. Creature's still in that lumber sound. Like,
Hold on.
What?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Couple of tiny things need to happen here. Go ahead, Tasha.
What the fuck was that?
Have you not been in nature before?
No, not that.
Well, here's the rule.
That. Not the wolves. No, I mean I'm really upset about the wolves. We're going to digress from that temporarily. You shoot a fire out of your mouth. I have questions. What? Why? And can I do that too? I don't think I can.
Training.
Sorry, training?
Hmm.
What language is this conversation in? Are you including Grazura or excluding them? It's fine either way, but
I think she'll do in common. Yeah. That was in none of my training, but I'm going to assume it was after I left. Okay. It's really cool, and I'm super jealous.
Right, if that conversation is done, just before dawn, Grazura, before we wake the rest of the camp, I do have comprehend languages ready today, and I will cast it, unless either of you has an objection. Just want to let you know, because I know you sometimes have private conversations, and I told you I would give you warning.
You were so thoughtful.
Well, I mean, you made me this wonderful hat.
It's so pretty.
Grazura doesn't look like they're comfortable with the word pretty, but they'll roll with it.
Nice.
Let's talk about that. The hat is so pretty. You look great. Like, fantastic.
Thanks.
I mean, I don't.
No,
I'm
you do too. You do
mindful
too. No,
of-
that's fair.
Well, thanks. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Shar is like since walked away from.
Sure, you
Forgot
look
what she
okay
said.
too.
Wings
I will
flap
be
a little.
mindful of what I say today, if that helps.
Do what you feel is right. All right, time to wake the party then. All right.
Sure.
Beautiful.
You wakey.
All right, you head back on over and begin waking everyone, rousing them from their sleep. Chloe looking especially tired, bloodshot eyes, getting just maybe 3-4 hours of sleep in. Extra tired. She'll just have that 1 point of exhaustion today, Chloe. Oh, and as a reminder, don't have to do anything with it, but I just remembered that Eris, you saw it, had a brief discussion on Chloe's wanted poster last session.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have to do anything with it, but just want to sprinkle that in there.
Forgot about
It
that.
clicked. I'm like,
That may have happened during our watch.
oh, nice.
I don't know if it's too late to go back and have that conversation, or because if not, I don't mind waiting
A little.
another night.
Yeah, let's have it. Yeah, come up in the next. Yeah, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Fine.
that'll come up the next night.
Beautiful.
Glad you had a reminder.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Like, oh, that's fine. So another day on the mountainside. This large, lumbering creature seems to be recovering. Ash, today you feel that arcana within the creature has been stoked a little. It's a little more vibrant, a little more energized today than yesterday. Just for your senses. So some time's gonna go by this morning. There's always room for roleplay, but I'd like to ask, what are the plans for, morning to afternoon? Are you just keeping an eye, like waiting for this creature to awaken? Is anyone doing any healing? Is anyone doing any patrols?
Well, there's a wolf to skin and maybe a partially singed wolf to skin, so Grazura will get busy on that.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm away from that. And I'm just like, eyeballing this creature, but also eyeballing my sister. Because I'm just very, like, curious, because fire.
Yeah.
And, like, how is that working? Just I mean, yeah, she's just curious.
Char's alternating from like flying up and scouting out the area and sitting down in front of the creature's face.
Okay. Get that same warm breath that escapes between the teeth, each tooth maybe a few times your height. It seems to be its breath is not as shallow as it was yesterday, but still a little on the shallow side. Okay. Honestly, the day's gonna go by like that. With the rolls for this creature, it is recovering, and it's gonna bring us back to evening again when it's time to set up that nighttime. I mean, you got your camp set up still, but it does go run through the day. It does not wake up today.
Throughout most of the day, Ash was took her broom up into a tree. I would have sat in a tree. If there's a tree nearby, are there trees in the area?
They're mostly fallen from the avalanche, but they're everywhere.
Okay.
There's
Well,
probably
she would
at
just
least
go
some that
somewhere
survive.
kind of like off away to where like she could still see the creature and would
Okay.
just like work on some pamphlets while also kind of like looking up at the creature and keeping an eye on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're carefully. There's no changes in the creature today. You're being very careful to watch. Aside from the steady, small rise in that level of Arcana that you're attuned to as a sorcerer. Before we get to watches, does anyone have anything else for today?
I mean, I wanted to have that conversation with Mariah, but
Oh no, we'll have it. Did you want to do it? Oh, sorry.
I mean, she would probably do it during the day, but she's physically not here.
Right. Every time you look, Chloe's just like somewhere else on patrol or using the bathrooms, like
Avoiding.
oh,
Gotcha.
yeah. They're keeping an eye on you. I better go over here. Well, we'll start with first watch then, which I think was Ignatius and
Well, if you want to, yeah.
all right. Well, go ahead and we'll have Ignatius roll. Oh, maybe they're back. Almost. Okay. Go ahead and roll perception, Ignatius, and I'll have them roll as well since they're sitting back down. Maybe. If not, then it'll just be good.
9.
9. Okay. You pick up, man. Every so often you're getting a ping on like movement again in the debris, all the debris, and you catch these crystal blue eyes with the iridescence. Again, likely a wolf. Looks like the wolves, but the eyes are this crystal blue instead of the yellowish that the other wolves were. Never steps out into the open. You just catch a little movement. You catch a little out in the darkness, 80, 100 feet away.
I'll keep my eye on it.
Seems to
Yeah.
seems to stay out there in the, does not approach. Thankfully, for your watch. As you and Chloe wrap up first watch, Chloe, are you doing first watch or second watch tonight, or are you trying to push through multiple again? Second watch is with Eris if you want to have your combo.
Eric's
I'll.
conversation.
I know Eris does. Yeah, I'm rolling for it. Where did my d20 go? Oh yeah, that's right. I checked it. Oh, you cocked. Okay. She's gonna have to do second watch.
Second watch. Okay, cool. So Ignatius, you wrap up first watch.
I
Hack
will
out.
mention to Eris and Chloe about the circling creatures with blue crystal shining eyes.
Oh, I hope they come at us.
You trade out. Eris and Chloe. Let's go ahead and get a perception check out of the way.
Would
and then
mine
we'll-
be a disadvantage?
Yes, a disadvantage club.
Oh, that's bad. Do we get any sort of advantage because Ignatius warned us about the things?
Not really. Sorry.
Okay. Alright. Uh, my perception is an 8. But my passive is a 12, so putting that out
Okay.
there.
Oh, you rolled one better than me.
Oh no!
Oh,
What'd you
no.
get? Oh no! What'd you get, Chloe? What's your total?
6. With the
You know what?
disadvantage. I rolled a 17 and a 4.
Oh, you two get wrapped up in your conversation. I'll let that take partway through your watch, if you want to say
Okay.
anything. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Eris is gonna sit down next to Chloe and just kind of like, you've been avoiding me all day. Are you gonna tell me about your poster? You promised you would.
Don't remember promising anything.
You did.
But good grief, Sam, boy.
I don't think she did, but Eris is gonna say it anyways. And she'll just kind of like lean over you.
Ash is gonna like look at Eris and Ash, oh my gosh. Chloe. Good night, everyone. I'm just gonna see myself out.
Steph, you
Chloe.
looked over there, and to me, your window,
Ash
you were
is
looking
there.
at Mariah.
Chloe. Sorry. Chloe's gonna look at Eris as she hovers her, and she's just gonna like scoot like 5-10 feet away from her.
And she'll follow.
Have you heard of personal space?
Yeah, doesn't matter here right now.
If you don't give it to me, I won't tell you.
I back up a few inches.
Dan, I have a personal question. Because me as a player, as Mariah, does not know who put the bounty on Chloe. Would Chloe even know?
It does not on the wanted poster itself. It's been signed as an anonymous follower. It does not state who put the bounty.
But does Chloe have a hunch who might?
You can think of several people and/or entities that might, There could be, things, people, or groups upset from way back where. There could be things from everything that happened in Starbridge. A lot of options.
Is it? I sent you a message. Is that person? Does Chloe suspect it's that person?
That's probably among the list.
Secrets.
Backstory. Trademarked.
You know the secrets are juicy when Dan has to take this long to convey them.
For sure.
Alright, I get the point, Dan.
There we go. Final note. There we go. Because they put up a sizable bounty. I'm purposely not putting a number on it because I also want to be like, oh sweet, let's go turn Chloe in.
Dang it! I would like to know that number. As a
We
player.
wouldn't do that, probably.
Okay, it's 25,000 gold pieces that's been put on your head, Chloe.
Whew. Okay, cool.
Is not a modest number.
It's not like Luffy's from One Piece. Got it.
Not yet.
Who knows? I just I get the Wanda poster out and just hold it and crumple it. Look, I haven't made enemies over the years. It could be one of them. End of story.
Aries will take the poster and look at it.
Oh, I crumpled it up in my hand, so.
Oh, can I? She'll hold out her hand. May
I'll
I?
give to. I just lightly toss, not like a full toss.
Yeah.
You pick it up.
Someone
Iris.
wants you real bad.
And then close as nothing for the rest of the watch.
Oh, yeah, I've got a question. I've got a few questions. Is this what it started out as?
Every question is a gold piece.
Oh.
What do you mean by that? Like, are you giving Eris a gold piece, or are you asking for one?
Oh, for every question you owe me a gold piece.
She'll ask, but she won't expect answers then. Let's see, now I just wonder, is this what it started out as? How long have you had a bounty on your head? And... Oh, I had one more question. What was it? And do you think it's gonna keep growing?
I just stick my hand out. That's 3. If you want the answers.
I'll toss 3 gold pieces to you.
Oh, nice. It is the same as it started. That's just so you know, Chloe. That's the same. It came out as 25,000, and hasn't bumped up in the past. We won't say how long, but since that came out.
Cool. Oh gosh. Ah! Panic. I know how to D&D. Where... Actions? No. Inventory? Holy crap. What is wrong with me tonight? Okay. Gotta do that before I forget. The bounty has been, yes, as you said, has been at the beginning. Don't know if it's gone up, gone down. And this is a very old wanted poster.
Very old. Huh.
She puts her hands up for 1 gold piece.
That was also me double checking that I heard you correctly. That is
yes.
very old.
From Mariah to Sam, yes.
Okay, all right. So she's just gonna very old, huh? So someone with some hefty purse strings is after you.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what do you plan to do about it?
Finish their job and probably leave town. I've slipped up a couple of times.
Do you mean all the times that you transformed in front of everyone?
No.
I'm gonna insight check that!
Nice.
Telling the truth!
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm
Go ahead
gonna
and roll your persuasion or deception,
what?
whatever works. And
It doesn't matter, I rolled a 1.
oh, nice, nice.
Sam, we might have... I rolled a 1 too!
Amazing. Well, tell what you might see fit either way.
I mean, I guess they're telling the I guess we're being open and frank with each other.
Nice.
Yes, for me, like, this is what the gods are doing to me. The gods are doing to me.
I'm going to add, Eris, that you've seen a number of wanted posters in port cities and such. This is clearly
Has
one...
probably turned in a few herself.
Probably, yeah. This here, there's known felons and then unknown. Well, this one does not have a name with Chloe's picture. It is just an illustration of their likeness without a name. So you know that they were not identified, in whatever crime, whatever happened that, someone put out a wanted thing. They don't actually know Chloe's identity. other than
And
their...
which version of Chloe is it?
I think it's a female one, Chloe.
Okay. Is that the one you're currently in right now? Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. We have slipped up a few times, but I can see that'd be easy for you to vanish into the dock, so to speak.
I just look the other direction.
Could have had a gold for that.
Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. All right. Yep, that's sort of towards the end of second watch.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Not saying I'll turn you in. I won't. Saved my hide a few times. I've saved yours. Think you're all right. But I'm keeping my eye on you. Because I'm curious.
Likewise. And I don't know if Eris is gonna see this, but there's like a little grin on Chloe's face.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
With how non-perceptive she is, maybe not, but she might. Depends if you have your hood up or not. Oh yeah, she'll probably say it then.
All right. So the two of you finish your patrols, keeping watch for the rest of the night as best you can. Before Grisura, Shar, and Casper come tag you out. So Chloe, you have alleviated that point of exhaustion, thankfully, by the morning time. Yeah, Grisura, Shar, and Casper, you are up for watch. Let's go with perception checks first, and then let me know what you'd like to do on the watch. And Grisura, let me know yours first once you get the roll.
That would be a 1 total.
Oh, okay. Nice. Sorry?
23.
Okay. Okay, and Catherine.
I have a 12.
Okay. Grisura, what do you feel might be on Grisura's mind or happening that's got Grisura distracted tonight? If anything.
So I think Grisura probably spent the day trying to get the wolf pelt dealt with. It's been a while since they like really hunted, so they're not really happy with it, and they kind of keep going. Even though it's kind of dark out, they kind of keep going back to it, and kind of trying to do a little bit more work on it. Like when you're just enough of perfection to actually ruin the mediocre work just by keep going back and just making it a little worse. So
I can just yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I think that's the distraction.
Okay, love it. Let's see, Shar. Shar, you also spot every so often with a 23, I think, those crystal blue eyes with iridescence out in the 80, 100 feet away, keeping its distance, but never really walking in full sight, but just peering through branches here and then retreating into the darkness and over through these branches and retreating. Casper, you don't see that initially unless Shar ends up pointing it out.
Does she?
I'll point it out.
Okay. Casper, so you catch it finally. You're waiting and watching for these eyes to appear, and you finally catch it. Shar's like, psst, and you look over, and as soon as you lock eyes, these crystal and blue eyes, wolf eyes, instantly you know that this is not a living wolf. This is a spirit from your exorcism background. There's some sort of wolf spirit keeping watch over, who knows, something. The creature, you, camp, the dead wolves. But you know it's ghostly.
Well, keeping an eye on it. Probably not going to do anything. we'll also relay that to Char and Grisura if Grisura is nearby.
Huh? The what?
The what? You see, it's just right there in between, like, it's right there. Right there.
Okay.
It's blue. It's fine. It's fine. I would draw you a picture, but I suck at drawing, so. But if you see it.
I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're just not gonna bother it. They're not gonna bother us. And if they bother us, I can deal with it.
Okay, beautiful. Watch continues, and as the sun begins to rise, the ghostly presence does not return. Never approaches, ever in the woods in the darkness peering, until sunrise. And that wraps everyone's thing up. Please be sure to give yourselves long rests at this moment if you haven't already in D&D Beyond from all the avalanche and other crazy stuff that we had. As you all rouse, you get breakfast ready, and you've finished full tummies full of warm food, coffee percolating on over the campfire. You sense very easily movement with this giant creature. And
Zero will cast comprehended languages.
anyone else, as this creature seems to be rousing to consciousness, have anything they want to prepare with?
Other than take a few steps back.
Okay.
Char's moving forward.
He steps forward. Okay.
Catherine's a little further back from Char. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Nice.
Eris has one hand on her axe, but hasn't pulled it. Just at the ready, just in case.
Nice. Flo, anything for you? Okay. Ash. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. I feel like Chloe would just stand right next to Char, but like a semi-triangle. Just like
Okay.
a few
A
feet.
little bit back. Okay, gotcha. Off
Yeah.
to the side. Okay. Char up close, real close. Chloe a little to the side. Catherine just behind, Char and that triangle. Ignatius a little off to the side. Eris ready with the battle axe. Grisura casting different languages. Ash, anything for you?
Ash is a bit away. Maybe like 30, 30 feet.
Okay.
Watching from a little bit of a distance. Yeah.
Okay. Right. On foot. Well, this is the time to clarify if you're looking to be on your broom.
I imagined her on foot, so I'll say on foot.
Okay. Very good. You trot back, like, okay. Damn it. You're ready for the silence as this creature rouses. Pulls a huge wing up. Snow that's collected on its back falls off the wing. Plops, around about dust of snow waft over you as it almost rubs its face a bit with its like a clawed hand at the end of this wing, and lifts its head up 5-10 feet, lowers it down again to Char, Chloe, Catherine in that front group. Oh, it stretches out almost like a cat, in this huge form. The big cat back stretch, and you all stayed. Still very weak, but you kept me safe. I feel nearly well enough to fly. Well, I promised to answer questions, so you have them. in common.
What are you, and why were you fighting a primordial? Also, what's your name? I think we all have those questions. And she looks at everyone like, right, right. I'm not the only one here.
My name is Asgarath. And you see them sort of take a moment of pause to consider what to answer, what not to. But you definitely can feel that they're not duty bound, but they appreciate, they value all that you, in their moment of greatest weakness, were there to keep them safe.
Don't worry, we won't tell anyone.
I can.
She says innocently.
Nice.
We won't?
Nice.
Just kind of nudge Gazura with an elbow. Just, of course we won't.
I think the time for secrets left us. Looks around at, the blight marks and everything else of these other footprints and wing marks up at the mountain's destruction. I am a dragon. None of you ever heard or hearing of a dragon before. A very... oh no, I'm sorry, they're going to explain the other part, right? The battle. There are not many dragons left after the Sundering. Some dragons worship me as Io. But I am just a very old dragon. But the primordials are aware of the dragons. And because some worship me as a god, the primordials consider me their enemy. It's the gods of past. That's probably will share.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, same.
Natural 20.
Nice. Let me know the total.
So, the total is 20.
nice.
Chloe's gonna roll an insight.
Okay. Ash and then Chloe. Ash, what you got?
14.
14. Okay. And Chloe?
Good.
And,
I don't have to...
go ahead. Go ahead, Chloe.
Go ahead, Ignatius.
No, I was just going to say, I was going to ask, can I roll a history check to see how much of this I know?
You can definitely try and roll a history check and see. If it
You can certainly try.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Yeah. Chloe, what'd you get for your insight?
Crap. 13.
13. At least when they say I'm just a very old dragon, they seem to be very honest. Very difficult to read, this creature's face too.
Does it seem like they're like, ugh, people worship me, or people worship me?
Yeah,
or
definitely didn't seem into it.
People worship me.
No, yeah, it was not like like humble bragging at all. No, definitely like more like they do mistakenly. I'm just an old dragon, but there's a reverence that's become this other thing. Not
what
super
color
enthused.
is it?
This is white with an iridescent shine on its scales.
Okay, white dragon.
But keep in mind,
Yep,
world,
no
yep.
metagaming.
Mm-hmm. No, also new world. So
yes.
Things can be different. Ignatius, what were you gonna ask?
I rolled an 8 for the history check.
Okay, yeah. No, nothing. This is an absent.
Okay.
In the history books.
But he's definitely going to write that name in big letters in the book.
Nice, yeah, perfect. Okay, so I think those are the first questions that they answered. They'll elaborate a little further for you all. I normally stay hidden. We all do, by choice. Especially during the resonance, when we're weakened. But I felt one of our eggs under attack based here. Sadly, I felt the early life forces of the egg slip away before I could reach its resting place, but not before the primordials sensed me. I fought several off, but Eric Huss doesn't know how to give up, and followed me all the way here and tore me asunder. A pause, catching their breath. They're conscious, badly wounded, but in a place to talk. In case you have any replies or new questions.
Yeah, how are you still alive after being ripped into pieces?
For us, dragons, with age, we're sort of one with the weave, our god, and our powers grow. I used mine in a last-ditch effort to not be slain, to separate myself into the cleaved bits, becoming many out of one. But therein lays the problem. It was my hope to wait for this world to settle before we tried to engage with mortal races. Fresh start on this new prime we've all found for ourselves. It's important to nurture. There are only a handful of us dragons, and only 5 now eggs remain among us. But now that I've been made many, the meeting between my species and yours and those of the Prime will begin. And there's a threat that it could be calamitous. As I've been split into myself and 7 other dragons. These 7 hold different aspects of me. And they're dangerous, whether they mean to be or not. None hold malintent, but just as a newborn giant can crush unwittingly the homes of a human village, so too can these new dragons wreak havoc, with even the best of intentions. Young minds in powerful bodies. Use caution should you encounter any. Takes a few more breaths in case anyone, to allow room to chat back if you want.
Ignatius will give a glance to Shar, but will timidly ask, can we speak of this?
The time for secrecy is past. I must find a way, in fact, to spread word of this. I must return to my nest before the primordials sense my rising vitality. I'm too wounded to reach my companions who are spread across the world. There are others of my kind, the 5 that I mentioned, here on this continent. Elder dragons, as opposed to these new 7. The closest resides nearby in the northwest. I can sense them, but I don't know there. Please, I implore you, for everyone's safety, share what happened here with anyone in power over your cities. Make them aware of the unintentional danger of these 7 new dragons. Perhaps leave out the elder dragons, as they are peaceful, and our plan was again to wait. If you
bought a primordial. If we tell that story, many on this plane will oppose you.
I fear that is indeed something that may come to be. We wish to bide our time, let the species of the world settle, and on previous primes there have been many opportunities such as this. Some have gone well, often they have not. We're often feared and hunted. We are not immortal. I don't know. I have no one else to ask. You're not beholden to do anything for me, as you've already helped me so greatly. But if you were to consider just making a short trip and finding this elder dragon to inform them that they may share with the other elder dragons, perhaps we can, without involving mortals at all, all my other aspects and return them to me. I would greatly appreciate it. It may spare the world unnecessary conflict.
You said we're the first mortals that you've dealt with, or perhaps any of your kind have dealt with, since the Sundering.
Very.
I'm gonna purposefully look over at Shar.
Nice.
I think a few of us might.
Very few of us. Very few mortals of this prime encountered us. Me, you are the first for me. But it seems that one of you speaks our language and perhaps met an elder dragon. Looks at you, Shar, of course.
I have.
I say, with whom did you, from whom did you learn? Whom did you meet?
Let me go to my document.
Nice.
They're asking which
Elder dragon.
right? Is that in here?
It's below your other, like, family and things like that.
It's
I
the
have
secret
met
below the
dragon
other secrets.
XX, so I don't know if the name's actually in there or not.
You're silly. All right, hang on a second.
Unless I'm looking in the wrong spot.
Nope. Below all the siblings, the elder, and then above that, the dragon, Quaylen, the Ember Titan.
I met Quaylen.
The Ember Titan. Glad they're well. It's been some decades since we spoke. Do they find themselves well?
Last I saw. It's been a few years for me as well.
If you're willing, I do not feel any obligation. Then I can send someone to you with more specifics on where this dragon, Elder Dragon, is closer than them.
I am, but I can't speak for the rest.
I'm doing what she's doing. She just points to Shar.
I understand. I cannot thank you enough. Seems to be almost like alerted to something in some distant area, kind of starts looking around. I cannot thank you enough as they pick themselves up for the healing you've done and the great deed in watching over me. I will find a way to repay this. But I must return to my nest before the primordials sense me. I must recover. And so I leave you now with a debt that I will honor as soon as I'm able. Lift up wings, pick up. Then they're getting ready to lift off in case anyone has any last minute things they want to say or shout or ask.
Ignatius might just want to say, real quickly, realizing the impeding. The reason we were up here, we were after someone looking to destroy something called Infernum. Are they opposed to you, or are you what they may consider Infernum?
There was a prime where dragons were hunted to near extinction, with only a single hatchery left. Wizards and mages experimented, and from the dragon eggs created an infernum, as they called in that world. Terrible, warped creatures without minds. The mages brought that wrath upon themselves by twisting the dragons of that world. I fear whomever that is the one that destroyed a very healthy dragon egg, thinking it an infernum.
Yes, I fear you're right.
Looks at Sharp, please. With whatever haste you can. Let the elder dragon know. These are what we feared. Why we stayed hidden so these things wouldn't happen.
I will.
Yeah. Goes to stretch out. Anything for anyone else before they take off? Okay. I'm indebted. And it's just snow blowing everywhere, as their wings take to the air, and they begin flying off in sort of a northeasterly direction. And as it kind of over the mountain range and into the distance, disappearing, leaving you all at your campsite here to have a moment to react if you wish.
30 feet away. What the fuck?
Hold on.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It occurs to me that it may be selfish to ask, but I would like to at least request your help once more.
Huh. I would have lost that bet. Sure. Why not?
Ash kind of looks at Grisora and just kind of almost surprised, and then just quiet, I think, right now.
I suppose, since it's all out there, if you have any other questions for me, I'm willing to answer.
How did you find these things?
It was a few years ago. I was fleeing from my monastery and came across an area in the woods that tried its hardest to push me away. I took it as a challenge, and eventually they let me in.
I'm sorry, did you say escaped your monastery?
Yes.
I don't want to disrupt too much, but I'm going to totally insight Kethri through all of this.
Me?
Nice,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Go ahead, Grisera, roll
What are we-
insight.
Well,
What?
I saw you be confused about your sister's powers, so now I want to know how much of this you know.
Oh, all right.
Are you trying to hide anything, Kethri? Are you trying to keep cool, or are you just reacting naturally? Either way
Let
is fine.
me. No, I'm gonna roll. I just won't tell you which one it is.
Nice. While you're rolling, I'm going to make a point to Ignatius really quickly. You don't know if it's the same thing, but that piqued something in your memory, that forest. It just doesn't want you to be there. Pushing, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
He's just-
Lily. I broke up your flow there.
Fine with me.
Nice. Jeffrey, you're all good on the backside? You did your roll, you know what you're going to do? Okay. So, Kefri, you can roll either, deception or, if you're being deceptive, go ahead and roll a deception thing, I guess, or persuasion based on which one you're doing. If you're being honest and you're just being natural, that's a persuasion. If you're trying to hide anything, that's deception. And let me know what that roll is, Catherine. And what'd you get, Grisura, for your insight?
Oh no, I want to hear Catherine's roll first.
Okay, nice, yeah.
Okay, 17, which is weird.
Grisura, one of the most intelligent, perceptive people you've ever met, rolled a 3.
Oh, no.
Sucks for her.
Nice. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Nice try. Nice try.
Damn. All right. So you're kind of keeping an eye as best you can. It's tough to read, Catherine, which sounds weird to say, but yeah, Catherine's like really locking it down right now. Yeah. If anything,
okay.
Please go ahead.
Ignatius is looking at Shar like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where, when you come upon something and it's like he's kind of overexcited about it, and kind of like his mind's moving too fast to operate his mouth. And he's like, I mean, this is everything. I mean, this is primordials. This is maybe, more about the sundering. They're not supposed to be around. They're not supposed to be here. They're only rumors and myths. Yeah, I'll follow where you need to go.
Yeah, if they're connected
slightly
to the...
amused by Ignatius's excitement and the slightest bit of a smile.
There's.
Yeah, if they're connected to the primordials, I'm interested too.
They're just pretty. I'm just gonna follow wherever you go, as she says to Shar.
Nice.
So pretty.
You believe, just to go back to it, that someone asked you, Shar, escaping your cloister?
And she said yes.
Oh, okay. Right?
Flat out, yeah.
Although, I suppose if we're in the time of sharing, and if you do intend to follow me on this, it will be more danger than just dragons and primordials.
What does
However,
that mean?
in perspective, perhaps not as bad. I did escape my cloister, and they are looking for me.
What?
We've got 2 wanted people in our group now. How interesting.
What?
Did I pick up on that?
I get.
You can make a fresh insight check, Grisura. Go for it.
Necks are breaking.
I was waiting for like a big moment to give you another opportunity.
I give Eris a stern look. Like,
What? You were
Nice
carrying the poster in front of everybody. We all knew.
What'd you get, Grisura?
you were probably the only one who knew.
Everybody
I'm not ready to tell
loving
everyone.
You weren't hiding it.
Look, Grisura's a little bit slow on reading people, but with that reaction from Catherine, she's up to a 4 insight now.
Nice.
Okay.
She's doing such a good job fooling
Yeah.
everybody today.
Yeah,
I'm
you
impressed.
are. Yeah, you're killing it.
She straight up shouts, "What?"
I know.
Look, Grisura's real good at books
Yeah.
Apparently.
and not people.
Ignatius, I'll also, just to jog your memory, you came across a cloister. I mean, tieflings super rare. Winged tieflings ultra rare. And about a week after you left yours, because, geographically, to start your journey, you came across their cloister. You saw the 2 little tieflings, winged tieflings, and then you blah blah blah, the other background stuff after. And then you also got a glimpse of that cloister. You want to stay? No, I'm just gonna keep going this way. You have that knowledge of like what you saw in that glacier. But if you need a reminder of what you spotted there, let me know and I'll. So Shar sharing glacier, and laugh at a date. And Eris and Chloe to the side, sort of, Eris talking about this wanted poster, so you would have heard that, and Chloe being like, "Hey, don't talk about my wanted poster." Like, but you were showing it around, so that's also in the mix. I think amidst all this anxiety, the excitement, and the questions, the anxiety, like, oh man, I've got to pee. I could use the bathroom really bad. Kicks in. And we'll take our bio break there. So those, for those that don't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. So we'll pop into that, and then we'll be right back to figure out what's going on from here. Catch y'all in about 10. Our audio will be hot, so chat with us. Oops, there we go. See you in 10.
I know, Steph,
I'm
you got
loving
something
this
on your
so
mind.
fucking much.
Nice.
Like, there's
You're playing it smooth.
Yeah.
And poor
Yeah.
Gazera, like, just, get it
I
three.
mean, no.
What?
There's no way. There is no way. But no, I guess there is a way. And our charisma is shit. So, like,
I'm just
Oh, me.
What's up, Steph?
Just what?
I'm just trying to decipher what Ash is thinking.
Oh, okay.
That's
all
all.
right.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to
Okay.
decide Ash's response to all of this.
Okay.
damn it.
And surprisingly, like I'm coming out on like a very negative side, but
Oh.
Really?
I don't know.
You gotta sort out, is it Steph? Is it Kaylin? Or is it Ash?
No, it's not Kaylin.
Yeah.
No, it's not Kaylin. Kaylin would definitely have more to say.
Mhm.
I don't think it's me. I think it's coming from something character, and I don't know. Maybe there's just not enough room for Ash to be like, there's these fantastical creatures outside of the Great Maw.
Yeah.
I don't
know. All right.
Or, for reasons, could be suspect of big creatures that are a bit unknown. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Lego
We'll think on
update.
the potty. And we'll catch you in about 10.
Have a good shit, everyone.
Good shits all around, everybody. Cheers.
I got the platform built. So true, Ed. Hello, chat. You have me, Mariah. You have Chloe on the air. How is chat doing? Hello. What I done? The status quo, the last race is run. Oh, this will be fun. What's up, Danny? Glad to hear it. Nice food. Food is good. Sleepy. Yeah, I feel ya. Did not get any good sleep last night. So, and then had to be up at 9. But I had to hit snooze a couple times before getting up. Mermaid, what kind of food are you munching on? I mean, hey, we are just in session 10. Takes a while. Ooh, that sounds really good. I'm still in the midst of eating a hamburger, a grilled hamburger. I gotta ask chat, do we got has-been hotel fans in here? Okay, word. And if so, who's your favorite character? No explanation. I just want to know. Video, getting bloody rare. Split. Okay, so salutations. Back on the air. Okay, I gotta say, Mermaid, nifty. She's a psychopath, and I love it. I have two favorite characters. It's between Alistair and Lucifer. And then Alistair, me and my friend have a theory. Haven't watched it yet. Danny, you need to. If we need to do a watch along of Has Been Hotel, I will make that happen. Oh my god. Space. Okay, peppering. Sure you. He's a shark. Let's. I love Alistair's voice actor. And I do not just enjoy Lucifer just because Jeremy Jordan voices Lucifer and I love his singing voice. Oh, this will be fun. Hey, Frank.
I was gonna say, I'll wait for them to come back, but it was like, Eris broke everybody's necks when she said, "That's the second person that's wanted." It's like, what?
What?
I was under the impression we called the poster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Chloe would like to think. I got you, Danny. There is one particular episode, but they give a viewer discretion advised, but I know what you mean. But the demon's a coward. I have been listening to the Has Been Hotel soundtrack on repeat this week. Ugh. So good.
Amazing. Oh. Like with the photographs with the cat and the lasers, but you're just the secondary thing in it.
So, update on the Legos before everybody left. Good be back.
Oh, nice.
I gave up on this. This. I was just like, ugh.
Gotcha. Not it.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh no.
I may just put the chip on it and just call it good until I figure it out.
I like to show you the boob slash like
Yay!
the dick slash like Gregory's head.
Yay,
Okay.
boo.
Yeah, boob. Like I don't know how I feel about it yet because it's not done. But
It's exciting. It's coming along real nice. Tash, that's awesome.
no, I just want to work on it right now, but I'm going to be too distracted, so I'm not.
Right.
Hoping to have some time this weekend.
I've got to show Steph when they come back, but spoiler alert. I want to make character tapestries for
The
everyone.
boob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boob?
I want to make character tapestries for everyone in the campaign for Fridays and Tuesdays. And I've been working on the one for Steph.
Nice.
Really
Aww.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. I'm glad they're not here to see that.
They're
It needs
still
to
in
be
the
a
toilet.
surprise.
I've been sending them updates periodically.
Nice.
So,
Oh, okay.
Tasha, you need to explain the boob.
I did. I did. I am. So I'm
chat.
cosplaying. I did.
She did. Mm-hmm.
I did.
Data was like
Yeah.
the boob.
She replied.
I did.
Oh,
You not see
okay.
it? So I'm
I've been
cosplaying.
having a hard night. Sorry. Continue. I keep interrupting.
All
I'm
right.
you.
But no, I'm cosplaying Ladrin for our Comic-Con. Hopefully our Comic-Con next month, but for sure when we go down to Dallas for that Comic-Con in June. And I'm almost done. I've got like maybe 1 or 2 more rows for her shawl to finish, but then Gregory has to be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Gregory
is my first stuffy.
I know, you're doing
We'll
so
see how it
well.
Thank you.
It's the shape that I mean, I've seen so many really puts them together. Is definitely the shape and everything. And the
He lies. My projects never look like boobs.
Listen, if they don't look like boobs, are they even stuffy projects?
For real. I'm gonna bring us back.
So,
Bring us backity.
Mermaid, I would like to think that Hess was Dr. Faciliade in an alternate universe, and Faciliade gets turned into Husk in the in Hell. Since Keith Davis is the voice of Dr. Faciliade in Princess and the Frog and the singing voice. So.
Alright, but since we're back, I'm gonna jump us to campaign goodies. Well, we have the side discussion with Eris and Glow of the wanted poster that's out there up for grabs. Shar just shared that they had left their cloister, and that their cloister is still after them, and that may add some danger to this. Most folks agreeing to go. Not that anyone has to or doesn't or anything here in this moment or any. But, you know, Grisura agreeing, Ignatius, like, extra excited, like, this is all the stuff that I want to learn about. Yes.
He's literally pacing back and forth, just going over things out loud.
Oh, it's amazing. I love it. And Casper, like, I'm with her. Got the I'm with her shirt. Like, here. Okay, so I'll leave it there to see. I'll put a little spotlight on Ash, who's just drinking heavily, like glug 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 glug. No, just kidding. Ash, is there anything that you would like to add as well? If not, no problem. You overheard Chloe and Eris with the wanted poster, Shar's cloister, so on and so forth. You don't have to. I just wanted to check in case you had.
Yeah, I think that she would just kind of stay quiet and just kind of taking it in right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's shocking. It's primordials you've heard of. You know, you've watched people worship, but to have one stand on the mountaintop and attack this other creature saying, "Oh, we're dragons. There's a handful of us," and now there's 7 more. And get all this information is quite a bit. So yeah, processing indeed. Does anyone have anything with the things that are out there? Any other RP anyone wants to pick up on, whether general stuff, Charles Cloister, Close Water Poster, so on and so forth. Any of the goodies.
I guess, like, besides being silent, like, Ash probably just looks kind of like, just, like they're just just not, how can I say, just not as, like, excited about it, maybe as other people are. They're just kind of staying very, like, stoic and just kind of, like, like their wheels are turning up in their head.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, there's, some headway to be made to get back to Zonai and someone is supposed to come to you and give you some more info sent by Asgorath? Question mark? But there's another, you'll travel today, mid-morning. You'll travel, you'll camp one more night, and then pretty early next morning you'll get to Zonai. Mid-morning, 10 o'clock or so, if you get to 6 or 7. You all setting up to get back, to continue traveling, get back to Zonai, and wait to hear?
I think going to Zone A makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, you travel this next day. Jeffrey, you don't get any pings to, this night over the course of this day, or even as you're setting up shop tonight, of that ghostly, because you're kind of attuned to that, right? That ghostly presence with the Exorcist Guild and everything. So, thankfully, nothing pinging tonight. You've made your way a considerable way down the mountain. You know that if you could rest, you'll only be traveling throughout the morning, and definitely by lunchtime tomorrow, you'll be at the gates of Zonai. I will just check in if there's any roleplay leading up to dinner this day that you're on.
Yes.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Before, because she's gonna want to talk to Shar. She will ask Razura, did you, or before I ask, let's see, has she? No, she wouldn't have noticed anything. Did you, do you have your language thingies up?
The spell has expired.
Okay. I was just curious. Thanks.
Fair question. I will respect your privacy. I will not cast it.
Thank you. It's not like bad talking. All of that it helps you be more at ease. It's sister stuff. Anyways, okay. And she'll go off. And an infernal Shar. Is it somebody I know or that I can remember from the cloister that's hunting you?
Also, an infernal. I don't know who it is specifically, but I'd imagine they all are. They had bad plans, Catherine. Her, voice breaks a little. I fought to get out of there. But they're not going to let me stay out here if they can help it.
You see this, she's okay. So normally Kathleen's very bubbly and happy and everything. And it's like her face has turned, or especially her eyes, you can kind of see anger and rage behind them if you were staring close enough. And then she's trying to figure out things in her head. So it's going to take a minute before she'll say an infernal again. They're not going to find you. I'm going to make sure of that. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know they're not good people.
No. I should say now, though, now that it's out there about the dragons, some of them are our ancestors.
What?
Some of it runs in our bloodline.
and then like flapping her wings a bit.
Yo.
It presented it more in me, I think, than it did you.
As you have the bat wings, you do take
Uh-huh.
notice. You know, we've always known sharks look different, but you're picturing that dragon that flew away, and those are definitely the type of wings that Shar has, and has always had.
Heather's gonna try to look at her wing again, just like, huh.
There's little glints in yours, just here and there. You see a little bit of that, but not, you know, mostly you have the tiefling.
As I was leaving the community that I found, I met a trainer and they taught me their ways, which is why I can breathe fire. That was the training. They taught me their language as well, and if you wish to learn it as well, I will help you.
I mean, what's one more language? I have like 8 now, so what's one more?
You do pick them up in much less time than others because of one of your background things here. So. It's a little humorous because Shar and Katri, the two of you understand the language. You know the nuances. You can feel the pain in Shar's voice. Everything else. To everyone else, it's like barking, growling, infernal. To shout, kind of like it's one of those languages that kind of feels like you listen like they're arguing, even though if you know the language or not. So. Carry on. Sorry, just for everyone else at the campfire. I thought it'd be silly.
I mean, she could totally go in and out of infernal to something else to something else to something else.
Nice.
You know, to practice and keep it up. Well, that's a lot to think about. Yay.
Wrap up your convo. Anything for anyone else tonight? After the two of them kind of go back to common and clear their throats. Okay. Well, everybody begins settling in for the night. Everyone's got their own little tasks that they complete. It's snow, sand on the fire, dumping out the cauldron, giving a quick, rinse, prestidigitation, and so on. And as you're all gearing down, getting your tents, set and ready for the night, there's this snap of an arcane like teleportation, these heavier spells that bring you these great distances across plains or across the land have this crack when they hit. So you hear that about 35 feet away. Little snow kicks up, little mist, and stepping from it, you see a very feminine form, like roguish leathers for pants, very form-fitting, sort of an Indiana Jones blouse, but feminized, loose, couple of bandoliers and such. Beautiful bubble packs that look like boobies, and Lennox is here before you. And they stay where they are, right, to not startle anybody. Good evening, everyone.
Gazura unknocks an arrow. Oh, Lennox.
You were so fast. That's impressive, Gazura, as always. It's so nice to see you all out and about. I was asked to stop in and see you all. My recent mutual friend, Osgrath, looks at Shar like the secret's out. Of course, Kefri, you'll pick up quickly that Lennox wings look just like Shar's.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. So anyone that wants to put that together at this point, you saw that big creature for 2.5 days.
Yeah.
Shar and Lennox wings definitely have that different look. So Kefri's more Batwing. It has some bits of like that draconic in there in Kethri's. But it's all in Shar's and Lennox. Whew. Glad it's all of you. Out of anyone it could have been, right? It's quite fortunate. One of the few good fortunes. That it's all of you. Oh, that's such a relief. Well, I've been informed of what's transpired. But firstly, are you all safe and of sound mind? Because I know that's quite a bit to take in for those that aren't in the know. Around pauses on Ash.
Or is there a reason we shouldn't be?
Okay.
Don't think.
Okay.
Just making sure. It's a lot to take in, I think, is all I'm saying. I want to make sure everyone here's well and processing everything.
How do you know them?
Well, I know them from the Prime from which I come. Despite my very youthful, beautiful looks, I've been around for quite some time. I've just been this age for a very long time.
Wow, you're really old.
She kind of,
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, you're fine. I take that not personally at all. In fact, I think it's wisdom and all that such that's supposed to come along with that. Age is nice.
Oh, does it? Oh, thank goodness.
Here and there. Nice.
Lennox, were you the one sent to give us the information?
It's me.
Ignatius is like, he's just looking up and down. He's like, oh, I am a friggin' idiot. It's like, he looks up and he's like, you're older than the Sundering.
Oh, the Sundering's a wee babe compared to me.
But that was generations ago.
Imagine if every 10 generations was its own generation, and you went back 10 generations, and then maybe that was a generation, and you went back about 10 generations from that. Maybe that's about how old I am now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sounds like a lot.
Aye. Seen quite a bit. Good and bad. Ups and downs, but here we are in this brand new world with an incredible fresh start all around. I'd love to see things as they are right now, species working together so well, for the most part. A little worried about what's happened here. Dragons getting off on the wrong foot and whatnot. Won't work. I hate to see that.
Do you know anything about the egg?
I didn't. The location of the eggs only Asgrath knows and those that watch over the eggs. I believe They're spread across the continents. I think that was the only egg on this continent. Asgrath filled me in though.
Dragon egg, though.
Dragon egg. 6, now just 5 in existence.
Sorry about that. We didn't make it in time.
Not your fault, Ignatius. I was right here in bloody town. Miles away, that's it. And I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, dealing with other large-scale matters, but had it been 3 days earlier and I was here, the way it runs sometimes. The circumstances of it, can't blame yourself. But we have a chance to do some good. News of what happened here will definitely travel quickly. While I don't think that you're all, ready, going to share with everyone everything, I'm sure people noticed the creatures. I'm sure from Zonai even, they could be seen atop the mountain. That battle must have been witnessed. And now with these 7 on the loose, we really need to get a bit ahead of this. And I do recognize that this might be feeling a bit overwhelming. It's a lot. I'm still processing. There were just plans to keep this safe and happen down the line, but here we are. But I will share that I don't think it's an accident that you're all here. With front row seats to such a powerful moment in our history in the making. That you bore witness to it. And let me, if you'll permit me, let me show you what I mean. Kind of looks to see if anyone's going to be like, no. Okay. Lennox holds out their arms to the sides, and their eyes, they have these light emerald eyes, solid with no pupils. They illuminate as wisps of arcana begin wafting from the sockets. A feeling as though gravity itself is pushing back up through the rocky ground below hits your stomachs. You feel lighter. You begin to feel a force of pressure around Lennox, like condensed atmosphere, which adds to the feeling of lifting off the ground, being propelled up. From all around, swirling wisps of this pressure begin to gust up from the ground and spiral around you all like a tempest. The force begins to take shape as wisps of emerald green ethereum, raw arcana. This is the same feeling as you had from the dragon. Begin taking shape. The sights and senses around you all fall away. The mountain air, the stony ground, the cold bite of wind, and the starry night dissipate. There is only the tempest of this emerald green ethereum that you now stand within. Lennox steps forward and says, in a voice almost with thaumaturgy, not booming but louder to hear over like the pressure in your ears. You are all, and always have been, tethered by fate, and gestures down to your hands. You see cobalt blue strings, thin and faint, that attach you to one another by your left pinkies. And
Gazura like pulls her hands back.
Just kind of like, yeah, pulls her hand, kind of pushes through your body as you do it. And seafoam green strings, each of you tied to your left middle finger, stretching out, not to one another, but upward into the tempest. Fate is strong but fickle. You do not need to heed its call, but it has guided you, each from such different paths through years of life hard lived, together here for this moment. And it calls you forward now, together, toward many more. And consider, please, that if you're seeking answers, you're of your own, goals of your own to seek, fate is a good ally to have on your side. And he kind of gestures to those emerald strings, being some other personal fate that you might be pursuing that might be tied to you, goes off into the tempest. Lennox's eyes begin to dim, and the arcana pouring from them subsides, and so too does the maelstrom. Your surroundings and senses return. No one can tell you what to do in this life. You do not have to pursue any of this, but again, consider, with fate on your side, you're far more likely to find answers you seek, the questions you have, resolution to the problems you're seeking resolution for. And for those of you that are willing to take the next step together, side by side, together with fate, finish your return to Zonai, and tomorrow evening, find me at the residence I'm renting. It's 11878 Switchton Road. I'll share with you what details I have in the Elder Dragon nearby. But please, do me the kindness of keeping the rendezvous between us, please. There's complex matters elsewhere that I can explain a bit more when I know we're not being scryed upon or watched. It's not a place here to share the rest of these. I'm going to go prepare, and for those of you that wish to venture forward, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Besides this discussion, which I understand is on the QT, can we tell others? I mean, when we get back to Zonai, can we relate anything about the primordials? And should we omit names?
I think I'll leave it to your judgment. There's a balance. It depends on who you're speaking with and if you can trust them to be rational. In a world where the primordials are worshipped, they might immediately see an enemy of the primordial as their enemy. That's the danger we now face. But if you trust the person to hear you out and think rationally, you can share that this is a bit of mistaken understanding on the primordials. If if they're if they're a zealot, they might not believe that the primordials can do any wrong. But if they have an open mind and they can see that the primordials attacking Asgarath stems from a misunderstanding, and you can warn them about the nature of these other embodiments of Asgarath, then wonderful. The more people that can be warned and saved in a safe way, wonderful. But we don't want. There's so few dragons left. We don't want a worldwide hunt for them. And that's all I can leave you with, Ignatius. I'm sorry. I hope that's helpful.
We'll try our best to represent it right.
It looks over, again at sort of Kethri, Shar, and you're all well.
Yes.
Good. Catherine. He looks at you, Shar, and sends you a mental message that I'll sell. That I'll send. And then looking back at you, Catherine. How do I get one of those hats? They look adorable. Look at Grisara. They look like ready to take on the world.
Right? I mean, I can make you one. What's your... Hold on, let me pull out my notebook, okay?
Of course. Ooh, I love it.
I have this all written down somewhere. Find it later. What's your favorite color? Or colors?
A nice forest green, I think.
Oh, I have just the art for that. Do you like a second color, or do you want me just to pick out like, do you want a solid beanie or like multiple colors?
Oh, can you do it where it sort of shifts color as it goes up and just kind of like designs a fun thing with you? And they're like,
Yes.
oh, I love it. Can you leave the room, for the horns and everything?
Obviously.
Lovely, lovely,
There's that
lovely.
forest green, yes.
Aye. And then if you find it shifts into mint and then white at the top, perhaps, like, I think that would look really nice.
You got it. Do you want like a little pom pom at the very top?
Oh, absolutely.
Accent that would.
Absolutely.
Yay! Okay.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
get
you.
started on it.
All right, the best to all of you, truly, on behalf of just me, and others of draconic descent. I can't. Asgrath is means a lot to us. Is very old, very wise, and what you did, will ingratiate you with most of us for a very long time. Take care. Rest well. I hope to see you tomorrow. And they'll take a few steps back. They're gonna bamf if anyone has anything, before they leave.
Counterspell. No, just kidding.
Nice. Okay, and they bamf off. Nice. Neat. So, Shar, if you would have shared the info, just be sure you share it with Tasha, so Tasha officially knows, and understands, since neither of you really did initially. Okay.
I'm like 98% sure that I shared with her already. I'll message you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much, because Tasha's brain may not have remembered. Be honest.
Excellent. All right, and that's it for Ledecky Bamps. They Bamp rather, and you've got rest for tonight, and a watch to be done. But does anybody have anything after Lennox leaves with the fresh updates there that they want to roleplay out? Follow up on from the day.
Vacation is going to take well, within view of the others, a very long, hard look at his left hand to see if, since the Arcana has, the Tempest has faded, is there any trace of anything going on? Like, sort of like, almost like, was it a dream kind of,
Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like you would probably still feel a little bit residual, like, magic left over. There's like, Ethereum is the base of all magic, including druidic magic. Well, that filters through nature for druids, and then it's heavily nature magic. Everything stems from Ethereum. Key for monks, you name it. Any sort of magical force comes from Ethereum. So being attuned to that as a druid, there's definitely a bit of that. It's just lingering. And everything, as you replay it in your head, it's just it does feel a bit dreamlike, but also like, okay, I've kind of known this, but but not. That's sort of on the edge, edge of a dream.
So he'll like sort of rub, like he got a good static shock with his fingers, and just mention to the others, "It's there. I can feel it."
And I feel it, Dan. If you're proficient
Oh,
with it.
yeah. Yep, you've got that same, like, it's on the edge of a dream. There's a reality to it and a dreamlike feel to it. And Eris, Leonard just showed everyone that they are tethered to one another by a blue string, cobalt blue strings, thin and faint, that attach you to one another by the left pinky. And then there was there are seafoam green strings, each of you tied to your left middle finger, stretching out into that tempest that he kind of summoned of raw magic, to kind of show you, like, you don't have to go and do things, but you're tethered by fate. And then showed everybody the pinky ones and said, fate's fickle, like, you don't have to follow them, but if you have your own answers you're looking for, and then gestured to that emerald green string that kind of went off into the world somewhere, like, fate's a good ally to have, because they're probably going to bring you through your own personal stuff on the way to whatever big momentous things it has in store for you. So, basically saying, you don't have to, but it might be good if you have some things, and that's what they're feeling, is that tether, fate's tether on it. But yeah, Ash, you feel it too. Just again, it's like that edge of a dream, real, not real. Well, with that, sounds like everyone packs up. And
Except or is it nighttime?
Is night, yeah. That was after dinner. Because you traveled for the whole day after Asgroth left, and you went to set up camp at night. And that's as you were finishing dinner, Lennox appeared. They just left. Yeah. Now you're breaking down all that and getting ready for first watch. All right, neat. So Ignatius, are you on first watch? Anyone doing watch with Ignatius for first watch tonight? So okay. All right, go ahead.
Are you doing second or are you doing first? Club?
Are you doing first watch with Ignatius?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Go ahead, and doesn't want to get asked questions by Aaron.
I did not mean to do that.
No, you're fine.
I'm so used to just throwing up the peace sign.
Oh yeah, Ash. I'm sorry. What do you got?
Since Ash only trances, she's going to stay up a little bit later and do something.
Okay. Sort of middle watch, or like as they're setting out to do watch. You gonna wait till everyone?
Probably as you're setting out to do watch. I don't think that she'd be secretive about like kind of going off by herself. You know.
Okay.
Like staying within view, but not getting quite a few feet away.
Gotcha. Ignatius, Chloe, you begin your watch. Go and make your perception checks. You see, around the same time everyone else is packing up, Ash heads off. She's not going out of sight, but she's clearly just looking a little personal space, a little time alone. Ignatius, what'd you get?
24.
Wow, nice. Okay, and Chloe? What's that? Sorry. You might be muted.
Third time's strong. 19.
19. Okay, nice.
Sorry.
You were A-okay? Well, let's see for first thing here. That's it. Okay. You get through the night. No sign of any critters tonight. No sign of those eyes. None of that. Coast is clear for your shift.
So Ignatius says, "So, Chloe."
I just do the side eye.
Nice night, isn't it? He's gonna leave it at that.
Nice. Love it.
Trying to give you a heart attack. That's all.
Yeah. Lovely night, isn't
it? Chloe's just not used to people asking her questions.
Nice.
Chloe's just like so used to just being alone.
Oh, all right. That wraps up Ignatius and Chloe's shift, which brings us to Eris on second. Okay.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to ask Frank as per Ignatius?
No, just he was just making small talk.
Gotcha.
Nice. Ash, what were you up to before we switch? Sorry, what were you up to?
Ash is going to use her mystic background.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I just want to get kind of stay within sight, but just kind of like sit down on the ground and put out a couple of candles that she bought and light them, and we'll kind of spread out the cards in front of her and just kind of look at her hand a bit. The lights were coming from earlier. I look at that and just kind of like, pick up a couple of the tarot cards and just kind of look at them and put them down and do a reading for herself, focusing on the question of if she should. I don't know word this. If she should stay with the group.
Okay, excellent. Oh man, how to answer this? Just a straight up should I? I feel given the nature of the question, because they're very specific, right? So if it was, will I find what I'm looking for if I stay with a group, might get a different answer than should I stay with a group is a wheel and a woe, like a positive and negative outcome. But having done these readings before, you kind of think back and you're like, okay, that could be in the wording.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do that, I think, once a night. So, we will pack up the cards and probably just quietly, like, without kind of meeting anyone's eye, just walk back to her, pretend to go to sleep.
We'll say, as you begin, back if you do the cards, pack up the cards when you're done, and you come back and there, where there were none before, several moths flutter around the candles that you lit. 4 or 5.
She'll hesitate for a moment and get a little smile on her face, and we'll pack everything up. Like, sure, don't hurt yourself.
They flutter off and over towards the party. Over to okay. Alright, so second shift, Eris. Anyone else watching on second with Eris? Oh, you're gonna do the exhaustion? Okay. Alright, Chloe and Eris gonna make perception checks. Eris, let me know what you get first.
18.
Oh, nice. And Chloe?
14.
Alright. Yeah, coast is clear tonight. There either none of the wolves, none of the things that you had beforehand. Likely because there isn't like a weakened, creature there. You're all very strong and everyone's healthy. But you are able to get through. I'll pause in case you want to do anything on your watch together. Not that you have to, but just to give you the space.
I bet you have more questions.
Nah, not really.
Alright. And during our watch, I just kind of does and just crash.
Okay. Oh, alright. Nice.
I'll let her sleep. Let them sleep.
Okay.
You just so you know, you use the right pronouns.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. So Chloe, you can actually get your rest tonight if you're crashing through, you know. That's fine. All right, then, you know.
During the night though, I'll just kind of think a lot, like, and just kind of after my watch is done, I'm going to go back to sleep to see if I get another dream for guidance.
Okay.
Honestly, not expecting anything.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me, if you would.
Ooh. Let me pull them out. I thought it was 69 for a second.
Oh,
No,
man!
it's 60.
Okay. And nothing tonight. Nothing tonight. Okay. Okay, so in that case, Grazura, Shar, and Catherine take over. Go make your perception checks, and I'll start with Catherine this time.
A 10.
Okay, nice. Shar?
E.
This is perception.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Oh, wow, okay. Grazura? 3, 4, 5. Here we go. My gosh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Shar, you're sort of a Kethri, Grazura, you know, you don't really catch anything. No ghostly feelings tonight, Kethri. And Shar, coast is clear tonight. It really is a smooth night of watch. That brings us up to the morning, which pause me if any of the three of you want to talk at all during your watch. All right. In that case, you wake up. Next day, Zonai is only 2.5, 3 hours away. Everyone getting underway?
Yeah.
Excellent. Whew. All right, a lot on your minds, plenty to think about. You begin heading back down to Zonai. This evening would be when Lennox asked you to show up at the residence they're renting. With a quick step, you make your way in maybe just a little over 2 hours. Fast paced, I'm sure you'll want to get back to civilization. You find your way to the gates of Zonai. They check your IDs, and you're back in the city of Zonai, the bustling city of Zonai. There's a lot of people talking, a buzz in the street. You can quickly overhear like what the f was that? Basically, you know, people speculating that a primordial there must be a primordial. You can see it from the town, or you look back at the mountaintop and you can see the destroyed mountaintop from here. It's in the distance, but that primordial, they're both so huge that it's easily seen from here. The fight. So lots of bustle in the town as you pass through. Where would you like to go now that you're back in Zonai?
Take my leave from you all. See you later tonight, I hope.
Bye.
Need
Back,
any
be well.
company with anything, or just have fun?
Sure. You're welcome along.
Where are we going?
The academy, a temple, you know, a few stops.
Let's go.
And then
Just out of character, Grazura has the transcript from
Estrian.
a couple of nights ago,
Ooh.
and is going to annotate it and bring it to a couple of people. So,
Hey.
and again, it's a flawless transcript of
Right.
what Grazura is aware of. So,
Perfect.
kind of following through on that promise that I think was discussed with Ash a day or two ago.
Okay. Right. Beautiful. Right, the two
See
of
you
you
guys
have
later too. I got busy stuff to do.
Nice.
Have fun.
Love it. All right, let me go down the list. Ignatius, where do you want to head?
Probably the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, okay.
And almost probably sarcastically, jokingly to the Cartography Guild and just poke his head in, I guess, and say, well, I guess we're going to have to amend those maps.
They are. That's awesome. Clerk definitely gets a kick out of that. Like, oh, you saw, yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Let's check in with Shar. And or Catherine, if Catherine's going with Shar. Where you headed for the day? Nice.
Soup. We should go get some soup.
Turtle soup?
We should go get some yarn. We should go to the Exorcist Guild so I can just say, hey, there's like this like wolfy, like forest ghosty thingy in the woods. We're good.
Do we feel that the governor is someone that can be trusted with information of the dragons? Because they did wish for people in power to be informed.
Yeah, we can put that on the list. I'm gonna let you lead that though. But yeah, I'll go with you.
Of course.
Okay. Eris, how about you?
Zonai is a ways away from the ocean, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
She's gonna go to the river
Okay.
just outside of Purgatory and just go and sit on the river floor. Just like lay there. We were in the mountains for way too long. She is so done with mountains.
Nice.
She'll catch some fish, eat them. Just give me. She just wants the water right now.
Very recuperative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish.
And she hopes that maybe being in the water, she'll take like a little nap just to see, hey, maybe this is a connection that I need. Probably not. But or I guess she won't take a nap, she'll meditate and just kind
Gotcha.
of sit there watching the seaweed, watching the fish go by.
You can roll another T100 if you like.
Yes, I would like. Let's pick different dice this time. 88.
Okay. Nothing this snap. No, nothing yet. But you're there. You're trying to make that connection each chance you get. So you know.
It's been a while, so I figured.
Been a while.
Nice.
It's been a while.
Awesome. And Chloe, how about you? Where would you like to go for the day?
I'm gonna turn into my milk farm since we're back in town, and then head to Beeves Guild to get information.
Okay. Let's see. How many days has it been? 2.5 up to now. It's been like 5 days. 5 additional days. Okay. All right. Let me start with you, Chloe. You find your way in. You know the place. You know the signs and everything else. Playing a poker game as per usual. You sit down to see if there's any updates. They tell you that they've thoroughly vetted Zonai. None of the people that you are looking for are here. They're positive. They have sent messages out to other towns, but because they're so far away, while they can send, with sending, the work being done is being done pretty far away, and getting word, just takes a little bit of time. I think they told you it might be like a month or two for some of these, like, Starbridge, checking Starbridge and checking Port Laris, which I think is the next closest port, or next closest city, and Arkwood in the other direction. So nothing yet. but they do let you know that if you're telling them that you might be leaving the city, if you're like, okay, but I'm going to be leaving, so I really need, how are you going to get me this info? They'll give you the name of, location of the Thieves Guild in the different cities, wherever you're headed. So if you're headed, well, I guess you'll probably find out tonight, but whichever direction you're headed, they'll give you names and ways to, the usual for Thieves Guilds, so they can keep you updated.
Cool. The one place with the, as Grog says, that lady favors that place. What is wrong with me today? Chloe goes there, and then, so yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right, very good. Let's see. We did that. We got Eris kind of covered with the river and the meditation. Char and Kethri. Yep, you get your turtle soup. It's turtles all the way down. 13 turtles to make a soup if you're doing it right. The bowl is a shell. They really spoon's a bone. It goes all the way down. Delicious. They make it just like when you were little kids. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss while you're here? Having the meal, Kethri and Char. Did you already double check with Tasha about the other thing?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
And I did tell her already,
Good.
so...
I needed to be reminded, but yes.
Nice. Okay,
Yes.
just a regular lunch then. Was there anything else that you were going to do? Or you're going to go around and pick up the stuff at the other stores too, right?
Yes. Go get yarn.
Okay.
Just touch base with the Exorcist Guild just to put it on their radar, but not to go out and go get it.
Yeah.
But
it's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
But more of a I'm guarding vibe versus a threat. And then to the governor.
Oh, right, the governor. Yep. All right, I'll come back to that then. Ignatius, you pop in, you do the map guild and say that, and the clerk gets a big kick out of it. And then you make your way to the Adventurers Guild. What would you like to do there?
Basically, just let them know he's gonna pop his head in, sort of make newsy, small talk, man, that was a crazy. Geez, 2 giant creatures. Man,
oh yeah.
What the hell was?
Had to be a primordial. There's a lava we can see from here.
I don't know. They were huge. It looked
That's
like
insane.
at least, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be heading out for a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hey, it's exciting times. I don't want to be here stuffed up chasing up, relics. I think,
Be safe on the road out there, Now that that's happened, what's next?
Exactly. Better be off out and about it than here.
That's true, yeah. Excellent. Yeah, nice. You looking for any info from him or anything, or just
No, I was just checking it. Making his face seen, and you would probably stop. There's a library in town, obviously. Yeah. So
there's that big one at the academy there, Twilight Academy.
Yeah, he would definitely stop in and find out just what the reference would be for primordials and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you can pick up. Okay.
Yeah, books on the what is known and what is said about primordials.
Yeah, excellent. Check out some some good books. Okay. Yeah, and you'll find that list. I mean, you already knew most of that, but you get a better feel for what's going on in the world. Okay, and Asher and Grisura, you were headed to a few places to drop off that verbatim lore, I believe. Was there any other place in the Twilight Academy?
Twilight Academy for sure. I don't know if Ash wants to talk along the way or is just kind of tagging along. But either way, it's fine with Grisura. There's kind of a lot to ponder here. So.
Nice.
Ash is just along for the ride. But if it's too quiet for too long, she would probably be like, "Oh wow, look at that! Oh," and then some stories would come up from her childhood, and yeah, she'd probably bring up the Great Moth at least once.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, I guess, just kind of that business, and then we'll end up at the at Lennox address.
Okay. Very good.
Sorry, I'm out of gas, so
No,
not much
you're
to say here.
fine. You're fine. I hear you. Yeah. It's just just giving opportunities. Don't feel any pressure to. Yeah. All right. I think that's everything for everybody who was stopping. Oh, Shar and Kefri stopping at the governor's beforehand. Okay. So you're quickly ushered into the governor's office. And, you've worked with them so much. They know you. They pull you in. And the governor's in her main office. Oh, just the two of you today. It's everyone else is well, though. Yes, safe. I don't know if you. Yes, please sit down. I'm sure you saw. You must have seen that intense battle of behemoths on the mountain. We're
massive.
trying. Yes, we're trying to sort out. I mean, we know one is a primordial, but please, anyway, you're here to see me. I won't burden you with more. What can I do for you?
The
That looks
alchemist is taken care of.
That sounds good. Might I ask, just so I know how to plan around it? In what way would they take? Are they dead? Or
Yes.
all right. You know if they were working with anyone else?
No, that actually seemed to be a problem for them.
Will you fill me in on the details? Not that you have to role play it, but just if you're willing to share any details, let me know which.
She'd give like very curt details, like they claimed that they were trying to protect against the Infernum. Shar will share that she didn't feel that they were lying.
Okay.
That they
I see.
were progressing towards death and didn't seem to care much anyways because they had completed what they wanted. Never outright mentioning that they were killed.
Gotcha.
She would make it seem like the illness took them.
Gotcha. Of course. But it's taken care of. It sounds like I trust the city's safe from them, and there's no remnants left behind we need to worry about, or should we?
They made it sound like there are more Infernum out there, and that there are more people like him doing the same.
And are these Infernum real? Was this the ravings of a mad person, or is this a real threat we should prepare for?
I'm unsure. It very well could be.
I'm gonna say yes.
Right.
Better to err on the side of caution.
The two of you, of course, know that was like the warped, twisted baby dragons from another prime, and that the egg he thought was an Infernum was just an innocent baby dragon egg. Just to put that out there. But just to confirm, you want to say that.
So they think Infernum are dragons.
They are in another prime. Wizards killed all the dragons, had some eggs left, and did a bunch of experiments on them, turning them into like mindless, warped Infernum instead of they were baby dragons but warped. And so he's like, it's Infernum, but it was actually just this one was just an innocent baby dragon, unfortunately. That he destroyed up there. What he was sitting on at the top of the mountain.
I would not have yelled yes.
Okay. Are they real
When
threats? Should we be prepared for attack or danger from them?
I'm unsure.
We'll look into the matter then and see what we can find.
When we were traveling back, we witnessed a fight.
Oh, yes. Oh, were you that close then? I'm relieved you're well.
We got caught in an avalanche.
Oh. You know, and you're all well and alive. That's very... I'm thankful. Very impressive. I can't thank you enough. Please, let me at least, for all the danger you suffered after, and pulls open a couple drawers and takes out a little... This is all I have, and puts 200 gold on the table. I know gold, right? This is not worth the danger you suffered on dealing with an avalanche and being that close to the fight, but please, it's the least I can do for taking care of the alchemist, if you did. Bringing safety.
Sure, I'll take it and nod. What do you suppose it means
We don't
for
know.
the primordials?
Well, we've identified the primordial as Ericus, which is known to be more violent primordial than the others. We're not sure why it was pursuing the other creature or what the other creature was. We're doing our best to find answers, but coming up empty-handed. That's the first primordial we've seen since the Sundering, since the Dawn Wars. Hoping that it's not a regular occurrence. Had it been another mountain peak, Zonai could have been crushed in the rubble.
So you don't see this as a tide of good fortune for them to appear?
I personally have respect for the primordials. Their power is immense. The scale alone, makes them far more potent, powerful than us. However, I tend to feel any creature of any power that has sentience is prone to pros and cons and good and evil choices, and I don't know what their intention was, but I do know that our city could have been put in danger, and they probably wouldn't have cared if the Dawn Wars taught us anything.
Shar will stare them down for a few seconds. The creature they were fighting was a dragon.
The dragon. Alright. Do you know if they're friend or foe?
Friend. They've kept themselves in solitude and secret for fear of how mortals will react.
Seems they might have been right. Do you know why they showed themselves? Will more show? Do we need to spread word of this? More fights between them and the primordials?
What was the alchemist's name? Destrian?
Destrian.
Yes.
In a previous prime, dragon eggs were experimented against to create Infernum. Destrian believed that the egg he came across was Infernum.
Eh?
It was not.
Oh my
The
God.
dragon revealed itself to attempt to protect it.
That's terrible. So this is a rather complex matter then. Is this dragon hold any ill will towards us as one of us destroyed this egg, their egg?
They are not so primitive.
That's a relief. Um, do you hold counsel with this dragon? And if so, can we be connected that we can better understand it and plan?
I do not think so high of myself to believe that I could call upon them, but I have been given a mission by them to warn a nearby elder dragon of the dangers ahead.
All right, what dangers are there? Don't feel like you can role play it out, but don't feel like you have to. You can just be like, oh, they were split into 7 others, and
Mm-hmm.
oh, powers of these creatures. All right, so this creature and the elder dragons, trustworthy, peaceful. These 7, all the power, but naive and effective. Wonderful. Well, we should contact Lennox, certainly.
Lennox is aware.
Of course, they're aware. Yes. All right. Well, Lennox will inform those in Sania's Quill that can be trusted and that can coordinate. Let me do what I can here, and I will trust in your work in Lennox in regards to other cities. Outside of trying to keep things safe and prepare for the worst, I won't mention details unless it's someone else I trust. And I urge you to do the same, as many considered primordials beyond reproach and beyond any wrongdoing.
I'm aware.
I truly thank you for this information and your honesty. You both, as well as your comrades, always welcome in Zonai. Um, and if there's ever anything I can do for you, please, with me.
Thank you.
Very least I could do. All right. And the 2 of you head out, I take it, as it wraps up? All right. So, as the evening falls, it's like that golden hour before twilight, and you all start making your way over from different parts of town to 11878 Switchton Road in Zonheim.
Ignatius is like 11872, 11874,
Nice.
11876.
Interestingly, the next lot has no house. When you arrive and everyone kind of pulls together around the same time, but we'll say you're there first, Ignatius, because you're counting
All right,
those.
he's like,
Yeah,
where's the house?
it's simply a lot filled with a neatly trimmed garden between 2 other buildings with a sort of a semicircle paved path that arches into the property, leading to a couple of benches on either side of a faceless stone bust on a pedestal. Kind of like double checking the numbers, looking at this as everyone else kind of, oh hey Ignatius, everyone kind of arrives. Y'all kind of pile up together, and you're all kind of next to Ignatius now, looking at this lot. Nice little garden, little stone walkway that semicircles in, and the stone bust on a pedestal, and 2 wide like park benches on either side.
What's this?
I'll just walk forward and try touching the bust, see if it does anything.
As you approach the bust, the illusory face kind of pushes forth from the stone of Lennox's face, and Magic Mouth begins speaking. The Magic Mouth spell. There you lot are. Oh, I'm glad you could make it. Please, come on over, take a seat, all of you. And just sort of the bench on either side that could easily fit all of you if you wish to sit in the benches. Anybody not want to sit down?
Nope.
Um,
Nations the same. Yeah.
Chloe would just stand with one foot on the wall, arms crossed, head up.
Okay. On like against one of the buildings nearby. Okay. All right. Please, once most of you are sitting, stands Chloe. Please, just excuse me a moment while silence activates in the areas outside of the benches here, so we can speak without being overheard. So you'll hear that, Chloe, in case you want to join us at the bench. Otherwise, silence is going to fall on the lot outside of the benches.
I would get closer, but just stand near everybody, not sit.
Okay.
Close on edge.
Okay, so you can maybe stand like behind the bench and kind of lean forward. That way, you'll be in zone. Otherwise, you won't hear anything, and that's fine too. Okay, there we should be. All set now. Terribly sorry. I couldn't meet you properly here. I was called back to Sinai's Quill with all haste. This matter at hand has precipitated several other matters, but I felt it was important to leave this message for you, of course. And the superimposed face on the bus kind of skips a bit as though changing to a new recording before continuing. Right, since fate is likely to try and sweep you up in this anyway, it may be a good idea to have a better understanding of matters at hand. Please don't share this bit of info with anyone outside your group, but you'll find the elder dragon you're looking for up by Port Rumont. That's 2 ports up the coast, the very northwestern part of the continent. You'll find the elder dragon you're looking for up by Port Rumont on the southern tip of the northwesternmost island of Reese Isles. And I can say that again because that's a bit. So they're up by Port Rumont. That's the port city up there. On the southern tip of the northwesternmost island of Reese, Reese Isles.
I feel like Eris has been there.
You've definitely been to. You've been to Port Rumont. Probably not up into the Isles, but you've sailed by the Isles to get to Port Rumont. Or many times, times. Yep.
Okay.
It's one of
So
those
she'll
restocking around the coast ones.
Gotcha.
I've drawn a crude map and left it under the bust. While reclusive, you've been marked by Asgarath, and so the Elder Dragon should see you welcomed without problem. Just treat them kindly, fairly, and with respect, which I don't think will be a problem for with you kind folks. And on my word, for whatever that's worth to you, they're deserving of it. Also, being the kind host that I am, buried under the right bench, about a foot down, you'll find a satchel with some helpful things, including some funds to help you on your journey. Between traveling and renting a boat at Port Rumont, you may need speed and safety with you. And then it shifts, evaporates, and it's just a stone bust.
Oh.
Buried about a foot down on your left bench.
This bust will self-destruct.
Yeah. Nice. And then the silence gets undone. There's a map under the bust. Anyone looking for that? Okay.
I will.
Okay.
Oh,
Eris
someone else go.
Ignatius. That's okay. Well,
Yeah, we'll both take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then under the bench is supposed to be about a foot down, buried, a satchel with helpful things. Anyone want to dig for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, you start digging through. yeah, you open up the satchel. You dig down about a good foot. A lot of dirt and stuff kicked up, and then pull out. Use this dirty, dirty cloth satchel. And inside, you find 51 platinum pieces to help with the journey and boat rental, because you'll have to sail out of Port Rumont to get up to the Isles. And this other really, really snappy looking bag. Excuse me. You want to take a little time and look it over? I don't think anyone has identified currently or yet. So as everyone's sort of talking about like the map and Eris is talking about, oh, I've been here, this and that, you take a little time and look over the bag and discover that it is a I'm dying of joke, I'm so sorry. It is a bag of holding. Put your hand in, it just goes way in. You know the drill. You can put a bunch of stuff in there as long as it fits the opening. It's weightless no matter what you put in there. Thank you, Danny. I'm gonna do just that. Oh my gosh. The platinum, a bag of holding to help you on your way, and a destination. And as you're looking around this chilly city of Zonai in the winter here, taking all that's happened just since you've all been here in Zonai to bring you to this point. You have a destination and a good night of rest ahead of you, perhaps, and a little discussion to decide, what's the best route. Guess we're traveling together. We're official, and just as the golden hour turns into that twilight and the skies open up above you, with stars and galaxies spread across, we wrap up tonight's session there. Yay! So, quick question for players: who's going to hang on to that bag of holding? Is it Shar who's managing the money?
Not me.
It's me. I picked
So-
it up. I'm in
So
charge.
Shar has it. Chloe wants it, but Shar's got it. So it's true. You did dig it.
I would-
So yeah.
You should have went looking for it.
Yeah.
I would offer. Chloe would offer Shar. I don't mind keeping up with this.
No.
Fair enough.
Shar, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, good. Thank you for redeeming the stretch. Well, yeah, it's a good stretch. Thank you so much, everyone, viewers, for hanging out and chilling with us and being so funny in chat. And thank you, players, for just being the absolute rock stars that you are. Such a fun night. Never know where things are gonna go. Y'all kicked a lot of ass, and gosh, there we go. Oh no, what? Did they change the thing? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find some of our friends to raid. I'm just gonna go to our wonderful friends.
See, Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare home insurance options so you can get.
We'll do Dork Tales.
Find the city
Right?
advantage
They don't have the other chat. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and raid our friends over at Dork Tales, so consider giving a cool Madbird raid as we head over. You've been watching our newest campaign, Friday Night Campaign, every Friday night, 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern, Provenance, and high fantasy, high drama, in case you couldn't tell. If you had fun, consider giving us a follow here, and then you can be alerted to all of our D&D streams. We got a Tuesday night one's a lot of fun, or Saturday night, which will be coming back pretty soon, which is exciting. And just thanks again, everyone. Had such a lovely night hanging out with y'all, players and viewers, and we'll catch you soon. Till then, take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
And consider giving a caw Madbird raid and chat for some hype and enthusiasm, getting a little branding. We'll get it all worked in there nicely. Take care, everybody. Bye.